Hello, once again. We are going to talk about the Helldivers 2 drama that is going on. It's starting pretty much. The cleanup is starting because due to of how poorly the Steam linking with PSN situation was handled. And the first person to go is Splits. Of course, Splits is the person that basically said, "Hey, let's get our players to write bad reviews on Steam. Let's downvote the game. It'll help us have some weight to our arguments."
So, Helldivers has fired the Discord community manager Spitz, who inflamed the community with his flip defenses of PlayStation Network, which he later walked back. And he cites asking players to do negative reviews as the reason.
Context. This is why people initially hated him.
But if it's a deal breaker to have to take 120 seconds out of your day to enter an email and a password, change your Steam review, and make your displeasure known on a platform that matters.
And of course, that is not going to sit well with Sony. And I imagine Arrowhead Studios right now is trying to do a lot of the cleanup, because no way in hell do you want to have one of your business partners hearing that the person that you hire to moderate the people is telling you to downvote a product that you're selling in order to basically win an argument on a contract.
Players making their displeasure known through reviews, refunds, etc. gives us more Bro, there's no way that you can say this. There's no way you can say downvote the game so Sony lets us do what we want.
I don't know why Splits did this, because usually in any case scenario, gamers, especially on Steam, you don't have to tell them, "Hey, go ahead and write bad reviews." They will do it, period. For me, Split is this just seems like a bravado thing that happened. Why did you have to say, "Hey gamers, let's go ahead and downvote the game"? Dude, you could have kept your job, and just had probably a financial deduction a little bit, maybe a little bit chew out. You would have been fine. I don't want to be too harsh on this person. You lose your job in this day and age. It's going to be hard. Let's take the topic off of Splits. I would definitely like to see Baskinator to be gone. I imagine not only me, possibly the majority of the gamers.
Mark Kern specified that most of the blame should be put on the lead CM Baskinator, who, even though she knew about the upcoming account linking, did nothing to prepare her team to manage the situation.
And as you see, she's talked about removing people for being bigots.
Only banning, and this is a very left-wing woman, this is her profile. LGBT flag, of course, free Palestine and trans rights. So when she says racist, homophobes, bigots, etc., what she means is everything and everyone who disagrees with her.
If I go to work, this is essentially me at work. I've had customers come in that were preaching about being right wing and whatnot. And of course, I am more right wing leaning than left. I'm not gonna say anything to any customer about, "Hey, I support this president, I support this idea, whatever." I'm just gonna point them to a product that they need to have. They buy it or not, and there's not gonna be any politics involved. Baskinator went out of her way to start calling people out without having any kind of necessity to do so.
I also don't like the term casual and hardcore because they come with the implication that skill equals passion. Yes, because skill does come from passion, because passion means that you put time into a thing, and time into a thing equals passion. Those words are something gamers cling to, but they're being rendered meaningless as games become more accessible, inclusive, and experimental. I'm not talking much because it's not my turn to talk. It's time for black people to be heard and for white people to listen. I am so tired of games focusing on parent-child narratives, period. Let alone male-centric ones. There are other relationships worth exploring in games. You know what I like? Games with female stories. I like women. I'd like to see more women doing things in games that aren't motivated entirely by men. Plus, Helldivers is pretty woke, dog. Game was made by a lot of LGBTQ people, and brown people, and black people, and women, and it's a big satire of jingoism.
That one really upset me, because that was after they said, "Oh, we're banning people on both political party sides." But no, we're banning the bigots. Okay, bigots meaning what? Usually bigots and the sexist people are usually on the right-wing side of things, right? Not only that, we already heard someone being accused of being right-wing in an argument between a moderator. And again, why does it have to be a political partisanship between two parties? Why not just keep it professional? Keep your emotional opinion out of the discourse, because it has nothing to do with you. You're there to do a job, do the job. That's it. But Arrowhead Studios is clearly doing some cleanup. I'm eager to see a lot of the woker people leave. I'm more eager to see what's going to happen in the future, and hopefully for the gamers that do enjoy and are the boys. Hopefully y'all's game is gonna be okay in the future. Let the gamers game. Y'all just moderate. Make sure to have no cheaters. That's all I think that y'all should really be worried about. If someone says, "Oh, hey, he said something racist," blah 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 blah, who cares? I'm sorry, it's a video game. Toughen up, sunshine. Mute them, whatever. You don't have to play with them. No one's forcing you to play with these people. Just leave if you don't like it. Simple as that. Y'all say that same thing. I hear that so much from the left, like, "Oh, you don't like it? Don't buy it. You don't like it? Don't listen to it." Why is it that only you are allowed to get upset whenever you need to, and whenever we get upset, it's invalidated? I'm sorry, that's just BS. If you don't want politics, then let's just stay with it. Don't just lean to one side. Say we don't want politics, and just lean to one side like people do on Twitch, and you already know who you are. And I'm just saying, you know, people on Twitch be like, "Oh, we don't talk about politics here." And then like you watch them a little bit later on, and it's just like, why are we talking about how horrible Trump is, or how freaking fascists are, or whatever? Or if it's been, I love it. I love to catch them on Fallout, because Fallout is inherently political. It is full of political ideas, and like we don't talk about politics here, but they'll get political. They'll always get political and always lean to a side. And as soon as you say something, it's like, oh my god, dude, we can't get political here, guys. Come on, y'all. Like everybody has to agree with everything you have to say. It's ridiculous. All right, y'all, have a good one.